Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are going to explore about chapter 13, magnetic effects of electric current. These are all the contents or topics we are going to discuss in this video. That is Introduction, Hans Christian Ørsted, Magnetic Field and Field Lines, that is 13.1, Magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor 13.2. Introduction or basics. Before entering into the actual content of this video, let us all see some basic concepts about magnetism. Magnetism and introduction. You all know what is a magnet, right? Magnet is a material or object that produces a magnetic field. The first magnet were found from a naturally occurring mineral called magnetite. It is a mostly black mineral of iron and oxygen or iron oxide, which develops in a natural way by volcanic activity and has its own magnetic property. Yes, you might have heard about a story behind the discovery of magnet, is it? There is a story about a shepherd named Magnus whose shoe nails stuck to a rock containing magnetite. One of the most important property of magnets are as follows. Like poles repel, while the unlike poles of the magnet attract each other. Here I have shown you the picture and the story of the magnet. Just have a look, guys. I'll give you 2 to 3 minutes time. Have a quick reading. Yes. Is that good? Okay. Magnets comes in different shapes and forms. Here you can see different types and shapes of magnet. Bar magnet, horseshoe magnet, ring magnet, cylindrical magnet, needle magnet, and oval shaped magnet. See the uses of magnets in our everyday life situations. Here you can see the magnets are used in different devices, whatever we used in our daily life, that is like loudspeaker, microphones, washing machines, electric bulbs, floppy disk, computer, and video players. Here comes our hero, Hans Christian Ørsted, a Danish physicist and chemist born on August 14, 1777 and died on March 9, 1851. One of the leading scientists of the 19th century, played a crucial role in understanding electromagnetism. The first person to bring a link between electricity and magnetism. Experiment done by Ørsted is shown here. Have a look at that, children. You could see Ørsted and his assistant hold a wire over a compass needle in a north-south direction. The compass needle is then deflected. And yeah, here comes the circuit what they were actually using. Ørsted showed that the wire behaves like a magnet when current flows through it. Yes, the first 3 pictures shown here is a circuit consisting of a battery, a thick straight conductor that is a copper, and a magnetic needle. When a current is passed through the conductor, the magnetic needle gets deflected. Note a point over here, children. Needle and the wire are just placed nearby, but it is not connected to each other. Then what he did now, he just changed the direction of the current and the needle is deflected in the opposite way. That is, the current sets up a magnetic field around the wire. This is a circuit in your NCERT. You could see the circuit over here, right? Take a straight thick copper wire and place it in between the points X and Y in an electric circuit. Place a small compass near this copper wire. See the position of its needle. Pass the current through the circuit by inserting the key into the plug. Observe the change in position of the compass needle. The needle is deflected. What does it mean? It means that an electric current through a copper wire has produced a magnetic effect. Thus, we can say that electricity and magnetism are linked phenomenon. The concept here is when current is passed through a conductor, it produces a magnetic field around it. That magnetic field actually made the compass to get deflected. Magnetic field and field lines. Magnetic field is a region around a magnetic material within which the force of the magnetism acts. Magnetic field is a quantity that has both magnitude and direction. So magnetic field is a vector quantity. Make a note of it, guys. Magnetic field lines, a visual tool used to represent magnetic field lines. That is, a visual tool which is used to represent magnetic fields. They describe the direction of magnetic force. Either we can say in a different way like imaginary lines found in the magnetic field or magnetic field lines. Okay, how to see the magnetic field or field lines in real life? Here we go with an activity. Iron fillings method. Fix a sheet of white paper on a drawing board using some adhesive material. Place a bar magnet in the center of it. Sprinkle some iron fillings uniformly around the bar magnet. A salt sprinkler may be used for this purpose. Now tap the board gently. What do you observe? Iron fillings near the bar magnet align themselves along the magnetic field. This is the one of the simplest way in order to see the magnetic field or field lines in real life. There is also another method to draw or plot the magnetic fields around the magnet by using a compass box. Before seeing that, I would like to explain about what is magnetic compass. Magnetic compass is an instrument used for navigation and orientation that shows direction on the earth. This works because the earth itself has a magnetic field which is similar to that of a bar magnet. The compass needle aligns with the earth's magnetic field direction and points north and south. A compass needle is in fact a small bar magnet. The ends of the compass needle point approximately towards north and south directions. The end pointing towards north is called north-seeking or north pole. The other end that points towards the south is called south-seeking or south pole. Activity to explore magnetic field by compass method. Take a small compass and a bar magnet. Place the magnet on a sheet of white paper fixed on a drawing board using some adhesive material. Mark the boundary of the magnet. Place the compass near the north pole of the magnet. How does it behave? The south pole of the needle points towards the north pole of the magnet. The north pole of the compass is directed away from the north pole of the magnet because north, that is the same poles, repels each other. Now mark the positions of the two ends of the needle. Now move the needle to a new position such that its south pole occupies the position previously occupied by its north pole. In this way, proceed step by step till you reach the south pole of the magnet. Join the points marked on a paper by a smooth curve, and this curve represents a field line. Repeat the above procedure and draw as many lines as you can. These line represents the magnetic field around the magnet, and these are called as magnetic field lines. Properties of magnetic field lines. A magnetic field line is directed from North Pole to South Pole outside the magnet and from South Pole to North Pole inside the magnet. A magnetic field line always forms a closed and continuous curve. The magnetic field lines are crowded near the pole where the field is strong and from the magnet where the field is weak. It means that if you take a magnet, the poles of the magnet the magnetic field lines remain crowded because the strength of the magnetic field is more around the poles. That's what they are trying to say. The magnetic field lines never intersect each other. Otherwise, if they do so, there will be two direction of magnetic field at that point, which is not possible. In case the magnetic field are parallel and equidistant, they represent a uniform magnetic field. The Earth's magnetic field is uniform, limited space. So whenever you see a parallel, equidistant, straight line, that is the representation of uniform magnetic field, which means that each and every point of that magnetic field, the strength will be same. Now, magnetic field due to a current carrying conductor. Consider a circuit which has a battery, a key, a straight conductor, and compass nearby. In circuit A, you could see the current flows from X to Y. At that particular time, the needle get deflected to northeast. In circuit B, you could see the current flows from Y to X, which means the direction of current is changed by changing the terminals of the battery. At that time, the needle get deflected to northwest. So we conclude that the magnetic field and current are directly proportional. That is, whenever the direction of current is changed by changing the terminals of the battery, accordingly the magnetic field direction also changes. So magnetic field is directly proportional to current. Magnetic field is represented by B and current is represented by I. So B is directly proportional to I. Magnetic field due to a straight conductor. Take a battery, a variable resistance, an ammeter, a plug key, and a long straight thick copper wire. Insert the thick wire through the center normal to the plane of the cardboard is fixed. Sprinkle some iron fillings uniformly on the cardboard and note the current through the ammeter. Gently tap the cardboard a few times. The iron fillings align themselves, showing a pattern of concentric circles around the copper wire. So what do we observe in that? What happens to the deflection of the compass needle placed at a point if the current in the copper wire is changed? If the current is increased, the deflection also increases, which means that the current is directly proportional to magnetic field. What happens to the deflection of the needle if the compass is moved from the copper wire but the current through the wire remains same? The magnetic field produced by a given current in the conductor decreases as the distance r from it increases. So magnetic field and distance are inversely proportional. The magnetic field around a current carrying straight wire becomes larger and larger as we move away from it. We'll explain the concept again. You could see a circuit. In the circuit, you could see a cardboard, and that cardboard is inserted in the copper wire perpendicular that particular setup. When some iron fillings are sprinkled, and if you are going to tap the cardboard, you could see the iron fillings are being arranged in a particular pattern which is concentric circles. So, for a straight conductor, when current is passed through it, it produces a magnetic field, and magnetic field of a straight conductor is having a pattern of concentric circles. So the concentric circles, the innermost circle will be having a very strong magnetic field. If you are moving away from the wire or from the conductor, the last point of the last circle, the point will be having very less magnetic field. The strength is more, the magnetic field strength is more nearer to the wire, and the magnetic strength is less when it is moved away from the wire. When the direction of current is changed in the circuit, accordingly the direction of magnetic field is also changed. The direction of magnetic field can be found or determined by using a compass box placed in that particular place in order to determine the direction, whether it is flowing from north to south or from south to north accordingly. Right hand thumb rule. In order to find the direction of magnetic field, a simple rule is used that is called thumb rule. Imagine that you are holding a current carrying conductor in your right hand such that the thumb points towards the direction of current. Then your fingers will wrap around the conductor in the direction of field lines of the magnetic field. This is known as right hand thumb rule. You could see a person is holding a wire in which the thumb is the representation of the current and the wrapped fingers represents the direction of magnetic field. This is the way we have to use in order to determine the direction of magnetic field. Maxwell's corkscrew rule is another rule similar to that of the thumb rule used to determine the direction of magnetic field. If a right-handed corkscrew is assumed to be held along the conductor, the direction of magnetic field is same as that of the rotation of the screw. You could see the diagram explains everything for you. Magnetic field for a circular loop. So far we saw the nature of magnetic field for a straight conductor. Now, if a straight conductor is bent to form a circular loop, what happens to the magnetic field? Let's explore. Every point of a current carrying circular loop, the concentric circles representing the magnetic field around it would become larger and larger as we move away from the wire. The center of the circular loop appears as straight lines. By applying right hand thumb rule, one can check the wire contributes to the magnetic field lines in the same direction within the loop. Circular coil of N turns. If N number of turns are used, so what happens to the magnetic field? Let's explore. If there is circular coil have N turns, the field produced is N times as large as that produced by single turn. This is because the current in each circular turn has the same direction and the field due to each turn then just adds up and enhance the magnetic field. So here we can conclude that number of turns is directly proportional to magnetic field. Number of turns is represented by small n and magnetic field is represented by B. So by this we can conclude that magnetic field is directly proportional to number of turns, that is B is directly proportional to N. Magnetic field for a solenoid. You could see a spring-like structure in this picture, right? That is what called a solenoid. A coil of many circular turns of insulated copper wire wrapped closely in the shape of a cylinder is called a solenoid. The pattern of magnetic field lines around a current carrying solenoid is similar to the magnetic field around a bar magnet. One end of the solenoid behaves as a north pole while the other behaves as a south pole. The field lines inside the solenoid form parallel straight lines representing the uniform magnetic field. Solenoid can be even used to form electromagnet. A strong magnetic field produced inside a solenoid can be used to magnetize a piece of magnetic material like soft iron. When placed inside the coil, the magnet so formed is called as an electromagnet. We are now at the last part of this video. We will have a quick recap. So these are all the words we have explored today: magnets, properties of magnets, types of magnets, uses of magnets, Hans Christian Ørsted, who linked electricity and magnetism, magnetic field and field lines, properties of magnetic field lines, magnetic field for a straight conductor, circular loop, right hand thumb rule, magnetic field for a solenoid, and electromagnets. So what we learned, first 4 diagrams shows the magnetic field around real magnets, and second 3 diagrams shows the magnetic field around the different types of current carrying conductors. From this we conclude that a conductor acts like a magnet when current is passed. This is a small follow-up. You can make it by yourself. Make a concept map of 13.1 and 13.2. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you found this is useful. See you. Take care.